What if Princess Leia was forced to be Jabba the Hutt's personal cheerleader instead of his slave girl? Me. Run this through ChatGPT and this is what it gave me. Chapter 1. The Unexpected Twist. The twin sons of Tatooine bore down on Jabba's palace, casting long shadows across the sands. Inside, the great Jabba the Hutt lounged on his dais, a smug expression plastered across his grotesque face. His new idea was unorthodox, even for him, but he was eager to see it play out. Instead of keeping Princess Leia and the Willock dancer Ula as mere slaves, Jabba had a different plan, one that involved pom-poms instead of chains. Bring them forward. Jabba's booming voice echoed through the hall. His lackeys hurried to comply, dragging a defiant Leia and a trembling Ula into the throne room. Leia, clad in the infamous golden bikini, shot Jabba a glare that could cut through durasteel. Ula, dressed in the matching outfit, kept her eyes low, fearful of Jabba's wrath. The two women had shared the miserable fate of being the Hutt's captives, but today their roles were about to change. You will no longer serve as mere ornaments, Jabba declared, his voice dripping with malevolence. Instead, you will become my personal cheerleaders. You will cheer for me and celebrate the demise of my enemies, starting with Skywalker and Solo. Leia's defiance wavered for a moment. Cheerleaders, she echoed, incredulous. Jabba's slimy chuckle filled the room. Yes, my dear Leia. You and your new friend here will cheer for me, and when Skywalker and Solo meet their end, you will dance and cheer, as though your lives depend on it. Because they do. Ula glanced at Leia, her laku twitching with anxiety. Leia, despite her anger, realized the grim reality of their situation. They had no choice but to comply, for now. Chapter 2, The First Performance. In a grand, twisted ceremony, Leia and Ula were handed shimmering pom-poms. Their first performance was set before Jabba and his entourage, the criminal scum of the galaxy. With forced smiles, the two women began their routine, chanting and dancing in sync. Go, Jabba, go, they chanted, twirling and shaking their pom-poms. The crowd roared with laughter, enjoying the spectacle of the former princess and the enslaved dancer turned cheerleaders. Jabba's throne room erupted with noise as the grotesque Hutt clapped his pudgy hands. Leia felt bile rise in her throat, but she kept going. Ula, though terrified, matched her steps, their bodies moving in a strange rhythm that seemed to please the Hutt and his audience. Days passed, and their routines became more elaborate. Despite their revulsion, they became too good at their performances. Their routines distracted Jabba's men, providing the women brief moments of respite and planning. However, as they grew more convincing in their roles, an unexpected consequence began to take shape. Chapter 3: The Dark Outcome. As time went on, rumors of Leia and Ulla's performances spread throughout the palace. The sight of them chanting for Jabba, their mock joy, became a symbol of the Hutt's power. Morale among Jabba's minions soared, and soon, their twisted cheers were heard even by the Imperial forces allied with Jabba. The Hutt's ego swelled with every cheer and every dance, his confidence in his own invincibility growing unchecked. Then, the unthinkable happened. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Chewbacca launched their daring rescue mission. Leia and Ulla had secretly hoped this would be their moment of escape. But something had changed in Jabba's court. The minions, bolstered by the seemingly unshakable morale, fought harder and with greater coordination than ever before. During the confrontation on the sail barge, as Luke ignited his lightsaber and chaos erupted, Jabba's forces, now fired up by Leia and Ulla's earlier cheers, overwhelmed the would-be rescuers. Luke was blindsided by a group of overly enthusiastic guards. Han, still partially blind, was caught in a crossfire. Leia, watching in horror, saw Luke fall, a blaster shot piercing his side. Han, trying to cover Chewbacca, was struck down moments later. The cheers they had practiced so many times filled the air, this time from Jabba's men. Their voices echoed the same chants that had been forced upon them: victory for Jabba. Down with Skywalker. Leia screamed, but her voice was lost in the din. Jabba's laughter boomed over everything, shaking the very walls of the palace. Ulla collapsed in despair beside her, realizing the awful truth. Their enforced loyalty, their cheers and dances, had somehow contributed to the downfall of the rebellion's heroes. Chapter 4: The Bitter End. Jabba, now more powerful and more